What is automation testing? Automation testing or test automation is a technique uses an application to implement entire life cycle of the software in less time and provides efficiency and effectiveness to the testing software. Automation testing is an automatic technique where the tester writes scripts by own and uses suitable software to test the software. It is basically an automation process of a manual process. Like regression testing, automation testing also used to test the application from load, performance and stress point of view. What are the advantages of automation testing? Supports execution of repeated test cases. Aids in testing a large test matrix. Enables parallel execution. Encourages unattended execution. Improves accuracy, thereby reducing human-generated errors. Saves time and money. What is Selenium testing? Selenium is an automation testing tool used to test web-based applications. Selenium is not a single tool but a suite of tools. There are 4 components of Selenium: Selenium IDE, RC, WebDriver, and Grid. Last 2 being the most famous one. Different components of Selenium provides different features: multiple browser support, parallel test capabilities, execution on multiple machines and much more. Why Selenium? Because it has following features. It enables parallel execution of tests. The outcomes are highly accurate and lesser number of errors occur. Time and money saving tool. Allows executing repeated test cases. Selenium for automation testing. What are the main components of Selenium testing tools? Selenium IDE, Integrated Development Environment. Selenium RC, Remote Control. Selenium WebDriver. Selenium Grid. Explain Selenium IDE and Selenium RC, and Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Grid. Selenium IDE. Selenium IDE is a simple record and playback kind of tool which comes as an add-on for Mozilla Firefox only. It is used for prototype testing. Test cases written in IDE can be exported in many programming languages like Ruby, Java, C#, etc. Edit and debug options along with record are also available. It is an excellent tool for beginners to understand the syntax of Selenium WebDriver. Selenium RC. Selenium RC, Remote Control, was the first tool of Selenium suite. Earlier it was known as JavaScript Executor. RC was the tool which made Selenium famous in the market. It was the first tool which provided the support for multiple programming languages: Java, Ruby, Perl, and PHP, Python, and C#. Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver is the successor to Selenium RC. Selenium WebDriver accepts commands, sent in Selenium, or via a client API, and sends them to a browser. This is implemented through a browser-specific browser driver, which sends commands to a browser, and retrieves results. Most browser drivers actually launch and access a browser application, such as Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer, or Microsoft Edge. There is also an HTML unit browser driver, which simulates a browser using HTML unit. Selenium Grid. Selenium Grid is a server that allows tests to use web browser instances running on remote machines. With Selenium Grid, one server acts as the hub. Tests contact the hub to obtain access to browser instances. The hub has a list of servers that provide access to browser instances. WebDriver nodes lets tests use these instances. Selenium Grid allows running tests in parallel on multiple machines, and to manage different browser versions and browser configurations centrally, instead of in each individual test. What are the testing types that can be supported by Selenium? Selenium supports functional testing and regression testing. What is explicit wait in Selenium WebDriver? Using explicit wait code in Selenium WebDriver, you can define to wait for a certain condition to occur before proceeding further test code execution. What are the different types of locators in Selenium? The locator can be termed as an address that identifies a web element uniquely within the web page. Thus, to identify web elements accurately and precisely, we have different types of locators in Selenium. ID. class name, name, tag name, link text, partial link text, spth, CSS selector, DOM. What is same origin policy and how it can be handled? The problem of same origin policy disallows to access the DOM of a document from an origin that is different from the origin we are trying to access the document. What is the difference between and / inspth? Single slash is used to create spth with absolute path, that is, the spth would be created to start selection from the document node, start node. Double slash is used to create spth with relative path, that is, the spth would be created to start selection from anywhere within the document. What is spth and what is use of it in WebDriver? In Selenium WebDriver, spth is used to locate the elements. Using spth, we can navigate through elements and attributes in an XML document to locate web page elements like buttons, text box, links, images, etc. How to type in a text box using Selenium. User can use send keys, string to be entered, to enter the string in the text box. Syntax. Web element username equals drv.findElement, by.id, email. / entering username. What is the difference between abs name? What is the difference between absolute spth and relative spth? Absolute spth is the full path starting from root node and ends with desired descendant elements node. It will start using single / as below. Example of absolute spth. In which format does source view shows your script in Selenium IDE? In Selenium IDE, source view shows your script in XML format. Explain how you can insert a start point in Selenium IDE. In two ways Selenium IDE can be set. Press S key on the keyboard and select the command in Selenium IDE. In Selenium IDE, right-click on the command and the select set, clear start point. How to execute only the failed test case in Selenium. When you execute any test using test.xml in the output folder, there will be one file called as testandfailed.xml file will be created. Modify your script and run the testandfailed.xml, it will be executed. Explain how you can capture server-side log Selenium Server. To capture server-side log in Selenium Server, you can use command java jar log selenium.log. How to run the test on multiple browsers. Use parameters annotation in test.xml and import that parameters to the program and run the test.xml file. It will execute on the specified browser. How to create a screenshot of failed test case. There are two methods to create a screenshot when the test case is failed. TestNG listeners. Reusable method. How to configure Selenium Grid. Generally, Selenium Grid consists of configuration hub and nodes. Following are the steps required to configure Selenium Grid. In the hub system, make sure all the libraries, Eclipse is being installed and working perfectly. In the hub system, type the following command. Java jar selenium.jar roll hub. In the node system, open the command prompt with Selenium RC directory. Write the script in the hub system and run in Eclipse automatically. The script will be executed in the node system as well. Subscribe to our channel, Interview Gig. Visit our website for more articles and interview questions and answers. www.interviewgig.com. Leave a comment and like. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Click the bell button for latest updates.